And we are back with this next question from a member. Some members live in a spotter communities and do not trust strangers. Some members are homeless. How will we know that the Alliance will contact us, and will they make contact before they come and see us?
Well, it's an interesting question. I'm not sure what spotter communities really means. It sounds like it's a kind of a colloquial thing, if that's an understanding of something that exists locally, and they use that word for it. Um, it's a community where people are living. Now, see, if you live in a spotter community and don't trust strangers, um, then it would probably be your understanding that the heavens don't really see us, the alliance. God doesn't see us. You would have to conclude that that is what they're talking about here. How will how will we know that the alliance will contact us? What is the proof that you want from that? When you ask that question, what is the proof that you're trying to find? What is the proof that will be presented to you from the alliance to let you know that it is the alliance if you don't know anything about the alliance? Now, if you're a spotter community, which I feel like it's a closed community, how do you even know about Love One Society? Where did you get that information? You have some contact with the other outside world rather than just the community. It doesn't matter where you live. The alliance knows who you are. There is not one person that lives on this planet that the alliance doesn't know who they are, especially if they're humans, sons and daughters of Prime Creator, born in the image and likeness of Prime Creator. This is a very narrow understanding that excludes the reality of who you really are. Uh, why does that happen? Where is it? Why are you living this way? What is the fear that you have and do not trust strangers? If Jesus went into community unannounced, you would kick him out because you don't trust strangers. Now, if you were living by what is recommended and a promise to you is doubt not, fear not, but be believing, and all things, everything, all things will turn out for the best good of those that love God. That is a promise. And you're living where you do not trust strangers, you're living in fear. You're living in doubt. And the premise of this whole question is doubt and fear. Will they make contact before they come and see us? The heavens will never override your stewardship or your domain. That would be inappropriate. They would never do that. And this is one of the things that each of our Loved One Society people should be doing is asking for contact. Asking. Ask and it shall be given. Ask and ye shall be given. If you don't ask, it's not appropriate for them to even contact you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? You are living in doubt and fear, and you are eliminating the real help that's available to you because there's a promise that's given to every person on this earth. I'm a little bit scolding here. If it sounds that way, that's what I intend to do. You're lacking the basic abilities to live a life to its greatest extent. The Alliance knows who you are. If you are part of Loved One Society and are a humanitarian and vetted as a humanitarian and ask, the Alliance will contact you. Does it make any difference if they contact you 2 minutes before they show up? Or do you need 2 or 3 weeks to clean the house or whatever you have in mind as a preparation for them to come to you? Whoever asks this question needs to look inside themselves. Why do you sequester yourself in a spotter community and do not trust strangers? You're living in fear. And you're living in doubt. I doubt that Ron knows what he's talking about when he says the Alliance will contact us. Chances are, if you're living in doubt, fear, they won't be contacting you. You have to be vetted as a humanitarian in order for the Alliance to contact you and help you to become the humanitarian that you came here to be. You've closed the door to that. Can you see what I'm trying to say? Being vetted as a humanitarian is your opportunity. You ask and it shall be given to those who have prepared themselves to be humanitarians and have the calling from God to be so. You may be called, but if you don't ask, you won't get. If you start asking, and things will change in your life. And I would encourage you to do that. Start asking for the things you want from your Father in heaven. He loves you. And there's no reason to fear God in any circumstance. Our Father does not punish his children. That's old, controlled thinking. Fear God. I'm a good man. I fear God. You're not a good man. You're an ignorant man because you fear God, who is total love. Why would you fear love? See, this is what I'm trying to say to this group of people. If you're a humanitarian, you're not living in spotter communities. You're out helping other people, engaged in the lives of other people because you have love in your heart for them. That qualifies you to receive something from the Alliance, contact from the Alliance. You've got to open up to a whole different way of living. You may not be the ones that will get the funds to do the work that's necessary to be done, but you may be the beneficiaries of those who have been vetted as humanitarians and involved with the Loved One Society's programs. You may become a beneficiary. And you'll be given $1,000 a week, whatever, or wherever you live. It'll be different depending on your location to some degree. So I hope that asking the question, you obviously are getting involved somewhere with us. And I hope you will open up to what I'm trying to say to you, because you are loved so greatly. It's a
Thank
prayer
you.
that you will, it's a prayer that you will open your heart up and become part of who we are. Okay, that's enough for that.
Thank you, Ron. Those are great words to focus on. And would you say possibly that when God told us to honor one another and treat each other as we would like ourselves to be treated, it's because there's times that we would be entertaining angels and you have no idea when they just pop up.
Mhm. That's part of what we're trying to do.
Thank you. We'll be right back with the next question.
Okay.